how the vine grows. This is the upside down world everyone's caught in the propaganda. Here's the tree of knowledge of good and evil. There's Jacob's ladder, heating and cooling. Heaven, higher elevation, hell. Here's the upside down world you guys live in. What I mean by that?
The storm is coming.
There's the upside down world. There's the vine. Here's the vine. That world is upside down. So the upside down world you guys are living in. Angel, go on, Angel. Come. This, as you see right side up in my hand, and the horns represent Eli, Michelle, and Obama. Michelle, the lie, Eli. Okay? There's the upside down world. There's the two horns on the false lamb, right? There's the upside down world you guys live in. Hell's bells. Okay? There's the world you live in. Upside down. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. These are the trees of life. 8 tribes of 12. The true light. As the vine grows, everyone's upside down in this world, in the cave, in the back cave. See what I'm saying? And that green is Jacob's ladder. That green house is green eggs and ham. That's Bill. That's time travel. That's fallen angel talk. This is fallen angel talk. Upside down world, fallen angel talk. So what you're fighting over? Everyone's fighting over thrones in this upside down world. Literally fighting over thrones in an upside down world. Saying, oh, bit of the world that you know it to exist, there's all of this. But they want you trapped within this, playing your little Monopoly games. Yeah, so these horns right here represent Great Britain, Great Britain, and Eli, the lie, and Lil. So, is Emma a lie? Is Michelle a lie? Or is Eli the lie? Is Renegade the lie? See how this works? Those are the two horns on the son of perdition and the lamb in the upside down world. That's not me. And they know that. So, if the Most High is Wisconsin, beneath the Most High is the Rock, the Bull. Okay? Next to that is Indiana. Muhammad Ali. Who made who? A lie. Which is Illinois. A lie. Lois. What's Lois? The news media. A lie. The bull. So you worship the bull. So why did Elijah, Eli, and Shane, Eli, Ash Wednesday, Shane? This is only the beginning, okay? I'm just showing how that little bit of what you know in existence works. That little piece right there is the world that you know right now. So the dome of 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 the dome. Flip yourself right back side up, and now you understand the layers of heaven. Layers of heaven go all the way up. But you're caught in that upside down world, and they say, oh, you can only get oil in this little portion of this tree of life, which is upside down, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But you're out playing Monopoly games upside down in a cave, thinking that's the world, but the world is layers upon layers upon layers, like your own head, like layers of your own mind. That's what that is. Why don't they teach any of this? Why don't any of these people coming forward say any of this? So if this vine represents the world and the upside down world, those two vines right there represent the two horns on the lamb, on the false lamb. What does that mean? The rest of this tree and these and the tribes, the 8 tribes of 12, playing in Jacob's ladder, eating eggs and ham, playing in the darkness. But the top of these, we're playing upside down for all of you. That's how all this works. The pyramids, same thing. Pyramids were showing this too, how the vine grows. All of it. People are on the world stage fighting over thrones and over bloodlines. It's sad. When they could be showing the truth. But y'all are fighting over, hey, the Spirit told me to this day. Today, I woke up and looked and just saw. That's how life works. Spirit didn't tell me that. Being connected and aligned with the Holy Spirit told me that. That's how this works, alignment. So reflections in time is how everything works. When you go out into the world, if I take a Polaroid in time of this moment, you can create that in time anywhere. They don't want you to know that. If I show you, I have to breathe, and all of this middle section, the tree, represents me in doorways, breathing life into existence. Down in this little portion of what your world, that NASA feeds you as a world, you are here, upside down, trying to climb up, but you're climbing down, literally down, in the upside down world, climbing this way into the tree of knowledge, from the tree of knowledge of good and evil upside down to the tree of life. And those trees of life are tribe. Those represent tribes all over the world that are real. Think about this. If I'm telling you Wisconsin is the most high, Illinois is the lie, and all the storms are in the Midwest, or where the heaven is literally reflecting, if we are reflections of everywhere in the world, what does that mean? They're showing where the storms are. So if the storms is Illinois, the lie, Eli, the bull, okay, which is the rock, which is the upside down world, okay. Who made Muhammad Ali? Muhammad was made by a lie. Well, who is the lie? Eli, which is Illinois, underneath the Most High. So who was the mother of the lies? Iowa. Who's Iowa? Taylor. Michelle. Wisconsin is hell, which is the lie. Michelle. That's why it's Michelle and Renegade. They were just actors on the world stage showing real people out in the world. Angel. But you rely on these communications right here. That's what the war is on your mind. These communications are your mind. My communications is this, life. You rely on this. Here, I'll show you something. How the vine grows. If that is a finger in time, a fingerprint in time, this part of the vine right here, and it's shaping my finger, that's my reach to heaven. Somebody else, a woman's reach, that's a woman's nail, reaching, is only to the top of the lines of communication, which you know in life, which is your phone, your TV. You rely on other people's knowledge to get further in life. Artificial intelligence, that's artificially putting one seed into another seed, into another mind, when it's, hey, you could be looking out your window and seeing the truth. You don't have to write it down. You don't have to spew it out into the world and say, hey, I need how do I put this? I need to be accepted because I have this, my connection with the Holy Spirit. Do everything in private. I'm telling you how the vine grows. So if you look at my life on the stained glass window at St. Veronica's, as I've shown, okay, take that thumb under my thumb, okay, this finger, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So if that is a finger and that is a finger in time, that means this finger in time, which is my thumb, how the vine grows, which is Jacob's ladder. The thumbprint in time in which why do trees get pruned right there? See how it's pruned? So if that tree in time represents mom's spaghetti, the times we've been here, okay, you're caught up in this upside down world right here. Okay, here's the vine, here's the upside down world. Okay, you're caught in there climbing down, thinking you're climbing up when you should be literally here. So when you're in your upside down world, in your literally your tombs laying flat, being told what to do in your upside down world, saying, hey, I'm this prophet, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. But nobody can really choose to say, hey, this is what it all means. They're just fighting over thrones. Everybody just putting their Babel. Now you understand the Tower of Babel. The Babel fell. Now the Babel's going to stop because everyone's going to be like, oh my goodness, why am I should be putting what I'm putting here in my heart, truly in my heart, and learning what it truly means to be of the vine and of the tree of life, not the tree of knowledge of good and evil. This tree, that little portion in here, that's the Christmas tree you guys all worship every year. The upside down world. When you should be saying, oh, tree of life. It's that simple. It truly is. But having the connection is it's a whole nother layer of life. True connection with all life around you. Because they literally live in reflection to us. So if you stop putting your life on the internet, they don't have information in time to go and say, hey, this person was here on this date and this date and this date. Now you have Jacob's ladder created. Now you have time travel. You're a falling angel continuously feeding into what? Eve and Adam, the apple, taking a bite of the tree of knowledge of good and evil in here, in this little portion of the vine right here. But that's the tree of life. All these trees equal one tree. 12 tribes, one tree. Simple as that. All around the world.